Hi everyone, welcome back to the Secret Letters. So yesterday we had stopped at the different issues that the couple face once the baby is into the relationship. So this is what happens when the baby comes into the relationship, and that is why a lot of studies have proved that there is increased misunderstanding, lesser love, and a lot of problems that the couples face once the baby is born. Now in this episode we will tell about how we can avoid it, what are the things that we need to keep in mind, and how consciously we need to plan the life ahead. So the moment you get to know that you're pregnant, so in the western part of the world, what happens is that it was induced to practice that they wouldn't say that my wife is pregnant or she is pregnant. They say that we are pregnant, because they take the responsibility right from the time the woman is pregnant. Okay, so this is what we need to start developing, practicing, to say that we both are pregnant, we are pregnant. It is a responsibility. It is because of the husband and wife that she is about to have a baby, or rather she's become pregnant. So they take the ownership and the responsibility right from the time they get to know that they are pregnant. So you guys need to sit down and accept the fact that these are the things that you are going to face once the baby comes. It's going to cry at odd hours, it will not sleep, you'll have to put it to sleep, you have to give a bath, you have to clean change the nappy, you have to clean the puke. There's a hell lot of things and responsibilities attached to it. These are the things that most of them will know now that people do not get married very early. They think about planning marriages after they have a settled career, they have a good life, they have a good saving. Only then they think about marriage. So they have an idea. It's not like before, where people get married without even knowing what is going to happen next, and suddenly they are pregnant and they don't know they are going to have a baby, and then the baby comes out. It's not like that. Now most of the things are planned. So it is good to think about what are the responsibilities that you would have once the baby comes into your life. So both husband and wife are equally responsible, and the responsibilities are to be shared. You should always remember and make a conscious effort to not to erase the romance in your relationship, the flirtatiousness that you have with your husband, the way you compliment your wife, because she is definitely not going to look in perfect shape. She may not look as beautiful as she looked before you got married, or while you got married, or before she was pregnant, because there would be acne outbursts, she would gain weight, she might lose the volume of her hair. So everything is going to change. So the husband has to be ready to see that side of the wife. See, when I say this, you do not have to consider that I am talking about the external appearances. It does matter. It is also important. Even the women, it is not necessary that you wear tattered clothes, look like I don't know what, like a dejected woman with hair not done, look your ugliest best, and put yourself in such a bad situation that nobody would feel like looking at you. Forget about your husband. It is not about looking beautiful, but maintaining that beauty and trying to look groomed. And there are a lot of moms who say that they don't have time. It is about making time, because when the baby is sleeping, why do you have to run and do every other work? You too need sleep. So the moms should make a point to sleep while the baby is sleeping, because you need that sleep. If you do not sleep, then again you're going to be irritable the next day, you're going to put off a face, put a tantrum, your husband is going to get angry. So this is going to be a cycle. So most important thing is to divide the responsibility and accept that there is going to be an increase in the financial liability amongst both of you all. And if you have been an independent working woman, see that you get back to work once you you feel the baby can manage alone. Do not have to sit back and feel guilty and feel sad, because down the lane what happens is that when the focal point is just the baby, you tend to lose yourself. The baby will grow up to be a boy and then go, or a girl, and go to school, have his or her friends, and then they'll have girlfriends and boyfriends, and they'll be in a relationship, they get married, they go on with their life. Now what have you lost? It is the bond that you share with your partner. So it is a conscious effort to sit down, share responsibility, continue your normal life, make time for sex, make time for flirting, make time for saying I love you, give your kiss, hug, express your love. It is not it's not like you need to stop all this just because you had a baby. The baby is not asking you to not do all these things. If you do, if you express your love to your partner in front of your child, the child is going to grow up to be a more secure individual, to be a more loving husband in the future, a wonderful father in the future, because they're going to be in that kind of an ambience. Again, in the Western world, when we watch the English movies, most of the time we see that when the husband leaves to work or the wife leaves for work, they exchange a kiss and a hug. It is like an affirmation, or it is like telling, reminding your husband or showing your love that you're going to be back with the same amount of love. And when the child is witnessing it, the child also feels happy and wanted. So you will have to bring in, I'm not asking you to ape that, I'm just saying that your love shouldn't stop because the baby is there. Expressing your love shouldn't stop because the baby is there. Your romance should continue, your sex life should continue, everything should go on, because it is not like the end of everything. So you make a schedule, you divide the responsibilities, you have your romantic time, look good, make time to make yourself look good, eat well, sleep well, spend quality time with your husband, discuss with him, plan your future. This will make the smile to continue. So it is very important, and don't make all your shopping points to reduce to just the child's nappy or the child's outfit. Think about shopping for both of you all, like how you did before, once in a while. Sometimes it can be a financial burden. Still, continue with the things that you like to do. Include your child in all this. It is not necessary that you have to sit inside the house because you have a baby. You can always go for a walk with the baby. You can go out somewhere with the baby. So spend time with the partner. You cannot just cut off the dependency on the partner or shun off your partner. Continue the same life that you had before you had a baby. It is just that you have one extra member in the family. So this is the only way that we can reduce this kind of a distancing that happens between the couples after the baby is born and the responsibility is given. So be husband and wife, then mom and dad. You cannot erase the husband and wife position and become just mom and dad. Don't try to do that, because if you try to do that, you're going to lose those two positions forever. So make time for yourself, enjoy your life, have those small cozy time with your partner, keep the romance alive, enjoy your life. Continue living like how it was before. Take responsibilities. Husbands also have to take responsibilities. Don't lose your temper because you have to probably do the dishes if the maid doesn't come in, if you have a maid, or probably put the garbage in the garbage bin. So these are extra responsibilities. It comes, it's a part of the package of having a baby. Extra responsibility, extra financial burden, maybe sleepless nights, cleaning the room, everything. It comes as an extra responsibility until the child grows up, and you can include the child in these activities. Okay, so this was a small little tip that I wanted to share that is generally discussed. If at all things have gone out of hand and you have crossed certain period of time and it is still continuing, please seek help of a family therapist or a family counselor who can really help you out with that. Okay, there's no harm in going and asking for help. You can always include your family. See, if you cannot, see, one more thing I forgot is, see, the financial liabilities are increasing once you have the child. So what you can do is, you can always include a family member, your sister, your brother, your co-sister, your friends, your mom, your dad, include, because they also need to have someone around. You also need someone around. Do not go by keeping them away. I'm independent, I am the most strongest woman. No, you always need help. You can always ask for help and include that to see that it functions smooth. So I hope this is going to be helpful for few of you all. Those who are going through a similar situation, and if you really think it's out of your hands, a therapist or a counselor can definitely help you all. Please seek help for this particular issue. We really need to seek help. It is not something like the baby comes in and you both are two different people. So work on it. Things will be fine. It shouldn't be an issue. Once you speak it out and once you decide on the responsibilities, things will take a lighter note and it will be easier for both of you all. Okay, so this was it about the child being a part of your life and the changes that can happen and how you can manage. Now we're moving on to the DIY section. So many of you all have messaged me about the DIY section, so we are going into that. Today I'll be talking about a solution for the dark elbows and the joints. Your knees turn to be dark sometimes, so the discoloration, how you can brighten it with a small little tip of few ingredients that are easily available. So you can have a look at it and come back to the video. So this is the one tip that I use if in case there's some tan or discoloration in the elbow or the knee area. Once you apply it and scrub it and wash it off, you can see a visible difference after you use around 4 to 5 times, or almost 6 times is what I saw the difference. So you can use it weekly, twice, or however it is possible for you all. It is better that you use weekly twice if it is really very dark. It's a very good inexpensive way to brighten the areas that is dark, especially in the knee and the elbow area. Please do try it if you're having the issue like what I mentioned, and please do write to us about how it has worked out for you, because all this while you have been writing, so please do it for this one as well. If you try, please do write to us. And if you liked the video or the session that we had about the baby in a relationship, then you can like this video, and if you think someone will benefit out of it, then you can share it. If you want more such videos, you can please subscribe to the channel. So hope you like the session along with the DIY. If you want to have some discussion, you can write it in the comment section. We can have a discussion on it. If you want to feature your story, then you please write to us into the email address that is mentioned below. So thank you so much for joining in. You have a great day.